Newmarket High School art students. My name is Mrs. Miller and I'll be your art teacher this semester. I'm really looking forward to teaching you, and I want to go through a couple of things to help you get started and prepared for art class that starts this Wednesday, February the 3rd. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, folks, so normally when you take an art course, we do recommend purchasing an art kit at Newmarket High School. But because we're starting off our semester virtually, I am going to be asking students to have a couple of items that you can purchase either at Walmart or at one of the dollar stores. And I'm going to show you some examples of what those materials are going to look like. I've listed them in the Google website, but I'm also going to just review really quickly here so you have an idea of what supplies are going to look like and costs. So the first thing you're going to need is a pencil. You may have an art pencil at home, or just a regular old yellow pencil is fine. You'll see on the pencil it might say 2HB. That would be great. A mechanical pencil is good as well, but for sure you're going to need to have a regular old pencil. If you have art pencils already, fabulous, but that's not necessary to start off our course. The second thing that you are going to make sure that you need to have is an eraser. So any type of an eraser is fine. This one I picked up at Walmart. It's 2 erasers and it comes with a pencil sharpener. So you do need to have access to a pencil sharpener. You'll be sharpening a lot of pencils in art class. The next thing you need to have is a set of pencil crayons. You can have a minimum amount is 12 pencil crayons. This is an example of a 24 pack. Prang is a brand that I do like. However, you can use whatever brand you like. So if you are purchasing from Walmart or Staples, a Prang would be there for you, as well as a Stettler brand. Or even a Crayola brand. Any brand is fine to start you off with. Now, if you're a serious artist, you might want to consider purchasing the Prismacolor pencil crayons. They have a more of an oil base to them, and they're quite lovely to work with. Not necessary, but if you would like to, you can purchase these at Walmart or Staples. The next thing you do need to make sure that you have is 2 different marker sizes. So one is a extra fine point and the other size is a fine point. This brand is Sharpie. You do not have to have a Sharpie brand if you don't want to. A Staples brand is fine, or a generic brand is fine. And you can pick these up quite cheaply at Walmart or one of the dollar stores or Staples. One of the other things that you could have, you don't have to have this, but is a white marker. These always help to add highlights to our work. This is not a necessary art supply, but it is nice to have if you have one. You do have to have a ruler, preferably in centimeters. Any type of ruler is fine. This one was from the dollar store, and I think it was $1.25. It can be clear plastic. It could be wooden, it could be steel. It doesn't make a difference as long as it's a ruler that has centimeters. Another helpful supply would be to have a geometry set. I like the geometry sets because they have the small little rulers to do detailed work, and it also has a compass for you to get circles done with, and sometimes it comes with a pencil sharpener as well, so you can double check that. This is not necessary, but this is a good set of tools for us to have for art making while we're at home. And I purchased this one from the dollar store. I think it was $1.50. Another thing that you need to have a lot of is paper. So regular computer paper is fine. You can store your paper in a file folder or some type of a folder. I do love random pieces of paper. You can see I have an example here of a cereal box. Working on the backs of cereal boxes, great. You can do lots of really fun stuff on that. And graph paper is also really fun. So any type of paper is great. If you have a variety, even better, but for sure you're going to need to have computer paper. If you have a sketchbook, then that's amazing. If you don't have a sketchbook, not a big deal. You can obviously purchase a sketchbook from Walmart or Staples or Michael's. I know there's not a lot open right now because of the pandemic, but if you have a sketchbook from last year or in previous times, that's great to have. If you don't, not a big deal. You're going to continue doing your work on the paper. Okay, so these are some items that I think that would be very beneficial for you to have.